The following is a live sports presentation of GLICOD Communications. GLICOD.com.
GLICOD's coverage of Kentuckiana Football Friday starts now.
Check, 1, 2, 3. All right. We figured it out.
Are we back?
Yeah. A setting deep in the computer got botched somehow. I have no idea what happened, folks, but I do apologize. Technical issue here for us.
Well, what we missed was a nice drive by J-Town. A couple good runs by DeAndre Horse and Lee Anthony King. Got down to the 5-yard line. A penalty pushed them back.
Still first and goal.
And Oldham County held. So, yeah, Oldham County's ball on the 5. First and 10.
And a good defensive stop that time by the Chargers. Maybe a loss of a yard that time.
Yeah, they got a lot of fight in them. Chargers got lots of fight.
Jones goes back a step. And we're finally broadcasting not only in color but with sound. So
that's a good thing, actually.
It's one of those nights, folks. Technology's wonderful when it works, and when it doesn't, you curse Bill Gates.
Or
Steve Jobs.
I tell you what it could be. We're close to Halloween, Mike.
It could be a trick or treat.
Yeah,
I feel like
some gremlin crawled into the computer.
Yeah, something like that. 2nd and 10, 5-yard line. Nice run up the middle and thrown forward for a couple more.
That's Lucas Jones. Oldham County got it shifted kind of into an unbalanced line, running into the unbalanced side. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, very close to a first down, just short of about maybe not even a full yard. 3rd and a very short one. In the running game of the Colonels, you got to believe this is a makeable 3rd and short. Caudill under center. Keeps it himself. Nice call by the quarterback.
Yeah, good quarterback sneak. Now, interestingly enough, you get, J-Town was in a complete 11-man press defense, everybody blitzing. That's a good time for a quarterback sneak, because if he just breaks that first line of scrimmage, he's gone.
1st and 10. Ball out at the 25-yard line. Colonels really came up big on that defensive stop down near the goal line, and that kept the Chargers out of the end zone and probably snuffed out one of their early hopes to get back in this ball game. Little bootleg to the left side. Nice pitch and catch that time.
Yeah, nice play. Nice tackle. Nice tackle by
Bryce
DeAndre
Roche.
Horse.
Yeah.
No, it's DeAndre Horse. He's everywhere.
Yeah, it was Bryce Roche on the reception. A 15-yard pass for a first down.
Well, like I say, J-Town is kind of selling out on defense. They're playing kind of a press man, everybody up on the line of scrimmage, blitzing. Obviously, they know Oldham County's a running team. They're going to try to stop the run, force them to pass.
1st and 10, ball at the 40. And as Oldham County goes with their passing game, every 4th pass is a touchdown this season.
So there's pass 1.
That's 1. We're keeping track. Play along at home, if you will, folks. You don't see quarterbacks under center as much as you used to.
No.
Lucas Jones gets the call, right side, and he'll move the ball 5 yards. Didn't look like he had much, but he made a lot out of it.
Yep.
And J-Town players, they like to hold you down on the ground as long as you can in that mud.
Well, they want to lengthen this game as long as they can. We want to make the other team use up as much time as we can.
About a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter of, this is fitting the game right before Halloween for us. We've had all kinds of gremlins tonight, but finally got everything firing here with about a minute to go in the first quarter.
And back into the shotgun.
Looks like a pass, rolls to his left-handed quarterback, so goes to his strength, decides to keep it on the ground and trying to get the first down. I think he was a little short, and they'll spot him out at the 48. It will be 3rd and 2. So a lot of work that time for Caudill.
Good heady play on his part, though. He didn't have a receiver open. J-Town went back into kind of a zone defense. I think they were expecting him to play their man.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that this season, both Indiana and Kentucky, where the quarterbacks, they just want to throw it so much. They throw it into coverage they shouldn't, and turnovers usually result.
Well, and they overestimate their ability that they can throw it right through defenders to receivers.
They got trips to the far side. Caudill, little pitch to the running back. Jones skipping, dancing, hopping, prancing.
Still moving.
And finally down to the ground at about the 30-yard line or inside. Lucas Jones on a big carry.
Yep. Well, we've seen some outstanding running backs. Going from Marion Lukes to Austin Opal. Caudill is
Jones.
Jones is
a running back.
right up there with them. He's good hard runner. And they're all underclassmen too, I think.
No, Jones is senior.
Except Jones, who's a senior.
That's right. Nice cover there. Seconds to go here in the first quarter. Oldham County on the march. They lead by 2 scores, 13-0. Caudill under center. Delayed handoff. This time nobody's fooled. Jones gets a couple yards perhaps, but not much that time.
Logan Davis, 67. A lot of penetration. He wasn't faked out by the little counter play and did a good job.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it's Oldham County 13, J-Town nothing here on senior night. Stand by. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on GLICOD.com.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
And we're back here, second quarter about to get underway. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek on the road tonight at J-Town, Jeffersontown, Kentucky. Home of the Chargers here on senior night, but they trail the visiting Oldham County Colonels 13-0 after one on a soggy night for football. As our spotter and scoreboard guru Will Harper pointed out, the field is autumn colors. Caudle down the field, wide open. And how do you not catch that pass?
Well,
Jackson Deckard.
Yeah, I got it.
He couldn't have been more wide open if he'd have mailed it to him.
Yep.
And he's going to wish he had that one back.
Yep. You won't get too many chances like that to be that wide open.
No. 3rd and 6 now on the.
But the good thing as he came back to the huddle, all the players kind of patted him on the shoulder pad, and I'm sure they said, "Hey, don't worry about it. We'll get it back." That was kind of nice.
You talked about that last week for defensive players, how they have to have a short memory.
Yeah.
Works for receivers too, right?
It does, yeah, because the next one he'll catch for a touchdown.
Well, 3rd down. Clock stops with the incompletion. And now we'll have delay a game or a timeout. It is a timeout. Oldham County takes their first timeout because they took an awful long time to get set up for that play. Big 3rd down play. I guess Coach Fox thought, let's don't risk anything here. Take a quick break. They'll take one. We'll take one as well. Make sure our advertisers get some love here. We'll be back right after this on GLICOD.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek, and the press box here in J-Town. 3rd and 6. Caudle fakes the handoff, bootlegs to the left, rolls around, puts it in the air, and through the hands of the receiver.
I would always tell that quarterback on that bootleg pass, it's a run first and a pass second. He had the first down if he'd have run it.
Yeah. Nice bullet pass.
Yeah.
But in the rain, wet ball.
Yeah, it's always a run first. Run first, pass second. And he also had the underneath. That pattern is tough to defend because you got a deep receiver, a middle receiver, a short receiver, and the short receiver was open quickly. I thought that's who he was going to go to.
He went deep, and incomplete pass is the result.
4th down.
And they're going to go for it. 4th and 6 here, deep in their opponent's territory. Caudle in the shotgun. And he's going to put it up. Nope. Pulls it down, dances around, tries to buy himself some time. He's got the first down.
No,
he
going to be a little short.
He got too concerned about the pass and not the run.
Not the run.
And as a result, they'll lose the ball on downs.
Well, J-Town stiffens up and stops them. That's good for them. Good for them. They don't, as you'll notice, Mike, there's not many people coming on and off the field for J-Town.
Yeah.
Their players are going both ways. And on a night like this when it's so muddy and wet, that uniform's getting heavier and heavier.
Defensive stand now on both ends of the field. Both teams have come up strong. Stop the other. Can J-Town turn this opportunity into points, though? They have yet to score tonight. 1st and 10. Horse under center. And a quick pitch. Duck and diving is
still going. Whoa, I tell you.
Christian Mays.
They have got some good running backs.
And he worked hard for that.
Mays, Horse, King, 3 good running backs.
They'll spot the ball down at the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 2. Nice effort that time by Mays. He really fought hard. He's listed as a wide receiver, but he's running pretty much as tailback tonight.
That quarterback under center again.
Fake the pitch, hand off to the second man through.
Oh, and he's gone.
And he's going all the way.
He has some wheels.
He's not going to get caught.
Andre Johnson, he has some wheels. That was a little counter play.
Yeah.
You know, fake one way, counter back the other way, and
it's coming back. Is there a flag? I don't see one.
I don't see a flag. But at least they don't have the pink flags that we saw last week.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, apparently a holding penalty is going to bring this back. And, boy, that's a dagger through the heart.
That is. Didn't he have some quickness on a field like this to outrun everybody? Wow.
Oh, I do see the flag now. That yellow is in the yellow of the grass. It's almost impossible to see on the far side.
Right on about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
So the penalty will mark off 10 from that spot. And it'll be 2nd down and
2. About the same.
About the same.
About the same as when the play started. Well, Andre Johnson certainly showed a lot on that running play.
Sure did, and I didn't see the hold, but it was in the vicinity of where he came through, so I'm sure the refs were on top of it. DeAndre Horse, the quarterback, takes the snap. They go back the other direction.
The other side.
Mays on the carry this time, and nowhere.
Tried it on the other side.
Didn't work this time. That Horse has got that fake, though. He throws that arms up.
He sure does. That'd get my attention if I was playing defense, and I'm sure that's the object there.
Yeah.
But it was a good play. Number 77 for Oldham County. Nice tackle. Blake Fox, probably coach's son.
Loss of about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Chargers trying to overcome that penalty that took the points off the board. Horse in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, runs into trouble, and he goes down. And an offensive series that started so promisingly
ends up as a punt.
Yeah. And Horse had nowhere to go that time. See, he was rotating out to his right, but the defensive pressure on that right side had already pushed the the blocker back, and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, it looks like Weston Abbott penetrated and broke that play up, but that was kind of broken up before it started.
DeAndre Horse, the quarterback, he's also the punter. We've seen that a couple times this year. Snap is a little high, no problem though. Gets it off.
Nice punt.
Not real long, but that ground just kind of kills any bounce he may get out of it. And Oldham County will take over with good field position on the 49-yard line. The opponent's 49-yard line. So half a field to go here.
Yep.
Just over 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. All the scoring on Oldham County really early in the first quarter. They got off to a quick start. And it's been a bit of a slog since then.
Yeah, it has. First, they scored 2 touchdowns in their first 4 plays, and really it's kind of, J-Town's kind of stiffened up. They've bowled their neck a little bit, and they're playing some good football.
Caudle under center. Handoff, right side. Tapia. Nice run down to the 31-yard line. 32. 17-yard gain. Big pickup.
Good.
1st and 10.
Yeah, good block by Rick Blair, number 66.
Hurry-up offense from Oldham County. Same player.
Same player.
Pretty close to the same play. And he'll get across the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. See where they spot it at. My track record on guessing where they're going to put the ball down has been about 60% this year. So
it's kind of interesting sometimes, Mike. You know, we've had some interesting games, interesting spots, and some interesting calls.
Well, yeah, that's a great way to say it.
Yeah.
Ball right at the 30-yard line, 2nd down and about 7. Caudle drops back, hands off. Tapia the left side, and it's a race. And it's one he's going to win.
Yep. I tell you, really nice. Bryce Roche, I should have known that.
It's very French.
Yes, Bryce Roche makes a really nice block, kicks out the defensive end for J-Town, opens up a huge hole. That left tackle's also a really tough player for Oldham County.
These runs from Oldham County are long, and once they get out in the open, nobody's going to catch Jones or Tapia.
Well, part of it is J-Town's defense. They play that press defense, and they're bringing heat with their linebackers. Secondary's playing some man coverage, and you crack the first line of scrimmage. There's nobody else there.
They're going for 2 here, trying to get it back to that even 21. Caudle in the shotgun, rolls to his left, looks in the end zone. May have to take it himself.
Yeah, he does.
And he finds it. And the 2-point conversion is good. Parker Caudle.
He may have learned something from a couple previous plays.
21-0 here.
Be decisive, put the ball into your arm, run it in.
Coach Fox got to be fairly pleased with what he's seen so far tonight from his team.
They had kind of when they, a lot of times, Mike, when you come out so fast, you score so quickly, and boy, all of a sudden the player's saying, well, this is going to be an easy game. And nothing's ever easy.
Right.
And J-Town's not going to lay down. They're not going to quit. So Oldham County kids got to play as hard as they could play from the first whistle to the end of the game. Because I'm sure J-Town kids are.
Oldham County will kick off for the 3rd time here in the first half. They took the opening kickoff, went down and scored on the very first drive, and then it's pretty much been them kicking off ever since. Deep for the Chargers, Mays and Andre Johnson. Nice kick. Beauty of a kick taken by Mays. About the 7-yard line, out 25 and out of bounds close to the 30. Nice return. Mays did a good job. And it looks like you're going to put it down right near the 30-yard line. So,
well, let's see if J-Town can overcome that penalty. They had a good series, nice score, called back. Took a little bit of wind out of their sails, so to speak.
1st and 10, ball at the 29-yard line. DeAndre Horst, quarterback, comes up to center with his pink arms. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October is. Hands off to Andre Johnson, and not much there. It'll be 2nd down. Hands get cold.
Mine are.
Yeah, well.
I keep them in my pockets.
Well, a quarterback can't do that.
No.
He's trying to keep his hands warm. I see him as he's walking over to the sideline to talk to Coach Schatzer to get the next play. He's kind of rubbing those fingers because they get cold and wet. And that's no fun, especially if that snap comes up and it doesn't hit your hands just right.
Oh, that'll hurt your fingers.
You get a stinger.
Yep, yeah, that'll hurt your fingers. You get bees in your fingers.
That's for sure. 2nd down and long, about 9. Horse and a loose ball, and It looks like
Oldham County.
He never had that ball.
No, he didn't. Bad exchange. Ball's wet, ball's slippery. Probably shotgun is a easier snap for them than under the center.
And that ball will be on the ground right at the 29-yard line, where Oldham County takes over 1st and 10. They lead by 3 scores. And they are not in the red zone yet, but they're certainly in the danger zone if you're a Charger fan.
That's right.
You keep it on the ground here, Coach. It's been working pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're waiting for pass 3 and pass 4, though.
Yeah.
So.
We got pass 3.
All right. Caudle under center. Fakes the handoff. Looks downfield. Now pulls it down. He's going to scramble.
Yep.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, shifty little runner. Not. I tell you, the J-Town defender, who he was trying to go to the big, tall split end for Oldham County. And as soon as he turns, I'll find his number. Number 9.
That's Tyler Holvey.
Tyler Holvey. He was trying to go deep to Tyler Holvey, but the J-Town defensive player, who looks about half Tyler Holvey's size, had him pretty well covered.
Holvey split out to the near side. We got 3 this side, but the run play goes the other way. Jones never really got going that time.
J-Town defensive end, at right defensive end for J-Town, held his ground, kept his what we used to call leverage, where he kept the shoulders square and made sure that the running back didn't get outside. Makes him cut inside. All the J-Town buddies are in there to help him.
Picked up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 7. And the J-Town defense, other than a few gaffes on those big running plays, they've been playing them pretty tough.
Yeah, they play 9 out of 10 defensive snaps really well.
It's tough when it's that.
It's the 10th one that's
getting them.
Yep.
Caudle going to keep it himself. He'll dive toward the first down marker, but will it be enough?
It'll be close. Just timeout, referee's timeout, measurement.
And a helmet comes off, so we'll have to have a substitution for that player. That's Ryan Dean, who comes running off. These days, because of concussions and things, they don't take any chances.
Nope.
If a helmet comes off, player has to come out for a play.
So he didn't make it. It's 4th and 1.
Yep. Came close.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen this a couple of times tonight. One of them was a great quarterback keeper. Had a nice run. He's going to do it again. But did he get enough?
Don't know. I tell you, that center of that J-Town line.
They were tough.
And I'm going to tell you this. Kristen Mays and Horse and King, those guys are everywhere in this game.
Just enough of a surge to break the first down, the plane to get the first down, but boy, they barely got it.
Well, J-Town doesn't have a lot of players, so a lot of them are playing both ways. Most of their skilled people are playing both ways, and I got to give them credit. These kids are playing hard.
1st and 10. Ball about the 19-yard line. Handoff. Lucas Jones finds a little bit of room and then runs into a whole host of maroon jerseys.
Blake Fox, big number 77, makes a couple good blocks, helps push the whole pile.
There's a big column of steam coming out of that pile out there on the field.
Wasn't there?
You know it's that time of year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you know it's cold when the steam comes out of the vent hole in the top of the helmet.
Top of him, there it is. You can see it too. I wonder if our camera person is picking that up. But you can see the steam coming up out of their helmets.
It's not what I'd call terribly cold. It's just a chilly night.
It's a damp, chilly night.
Yeah, that's the worst kind.
It's kind of what you expect at the end of October, though, right around Halloween.
Yeah, it's about 50 degrees or so and a wet night. I'm not sure. I guess that was an equipment timeout. 2nd and 6. And a good defensive stand that time again from J-Town. Jones tries the right side, can't get much movement there. He picks up maybe a couple. It'll be third and about 4, maybe a long 3.
You know, and this can't be right. I'm looking at the roster that I have in my hand, and it says Lucas Jones is 5'2" and 120 pounds. I find that hard to believe. I mean, he's not the biggest guy I've ever seen out there, but I don't believe he's 5'2" and 120 pounds.
Well, those shoes make him taller.
I think somewhere, but that's the roster I have. That was off the internet too. So
yeah, well, the internet's never wrong.
No, the internet doesn't lie.
Well, timeout taken by the Colonels. They'll take a quick break. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on GLICOD.com. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy with Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood. As a parent, I understand the importance of raising children with healthy oral hygiene. It paves the way for a lifetime of good health and provides confidence and self-esteem. At Infinite Smiles Dental Center, we're family-friendly and our treatment is offered with compassion without high pressure. If you have a recurring problem or just due for your next exam, please give us a try. Infinite Smiles Dental Center across from SOHS, 502-890-2035. Come smile with us.
Welcome back. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here.
Hey, Mike, I have to have a correction.
Yes.
That Blake Fox, the big right tackle defensive lineman for Oldham County, is not related to Coach Fox. Now, I mean,
all Foxes are related somewhere.
Somewhere down the line. But anyways, they're not kin right now.
That's true. As far as we know.
That's right.
Well, we do know the DNA test.
We know that now.
Okay.
We know that they're not kin.
Third down and a long 3. Quarterback in the shotgun, and he's going to keep it himself. Look for the end zone. Oh, my.
Run it.
That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah. That's a proverbial greased pig.
That is a perfect illustration of what we've been talking about and why there have been some fumbles tonight.
Yeah.
That ball is hard to hold on to. And that quarterback does never feel more exposed when he throws a ball like that.
No. But, you know, again, I say he had an open field. If he just puts the ball under his arm and runs it, he's going to get the first down. Oh, he got defensive holding on J-Town.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that hurts.
And they kind of shot themselves in the foot on that play. That's going to be enough for a first down for Oldham County. First and goal. Half the distance to the goal. We'll put the ball right at the 5-yard line, and what a gift.
Well, J-Town can't afford to have things like that happen to them, Mike, and that's twice now. They had a nice touchdown run called back, and now they had a good stand and stop at and a holding penalty.
Caudle in the shotgun, 2-back set. Hands off to Jones, who pushes his way forward and into the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown.
The offensive line for Oldham County is, you can tell, is just kind of dominating right now.
And extra point attempt. They're going to go the traditional route this time, now that they're back to there's something about coaches. They like that 7 points. They want the 7. They like 21. They like 14.
That's right.
If it's not that, they get nervous.
Those are divisible numbers, and we're not great in math.
Snap in the holder there. Kicks up.
Nice kick.
And a flag comes flying in. Two flags.
Actually, 3 flags. I think I would say they lined up on the center, and of course you're not allowed to line up on the center anymore. They protect the center when he's snapping on extra points and punts. So I would say that's what the penalty is.
All I can say is that my buddy Steve Brown, who used to be the long snapper for me in high school, really wishes that had been a rule back then.
I would say the same thing, Mike. I wish that too.
Because you were a center, weren't
I
you?
was a center, and I told you this. I used to be 6'4". Now I'm 6'2".
Yeah, it's because of that.
That's right.
You know, and I start to sound like my parents, walking to school in the snow, uphill, both
back
ways.
in the day, it was always better back in the day.
Well, the extra point counts.
It looks like the penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah.
Mike.
So that should pin J-Town back even farther, although with the Oldham County kicker being so efficient, this one may be in the end zone anyway.
Personal foul, yeah.
So ball that would be...
Well, they'll be kicking off from the 45 of J-Town.
Yeah. Rawls to kick off from the 45, and this, if he goes through the uprights, does he get points for that?
No.
He scores on the
but
kickoff.
He should. You know,
that would be a great thing.
That's a skill. Yeah, that's right. Scored on the kickoff. There used to be, and I'd have to go back into the rule book, but there used to be a rule that said after a fair catch, you could have a free kick for a field goal. And you could actually put the ball on the tee to do it. Now, we used to practice that because it would come in handy, like right before the end of the first half. If a team was punting out of their end zone, we would always have the...
Rawls puts this in playable territory and trying to pin them down, and they works like a charm.
Yep, well...
Christian Mays on the return, and he never got going. Feet came out from under him.
Yeah. So we would practice that, and you know, I can say this in 21 years of being a head coach, we never got a chance to try it. The kids loved it. You know, they thought it was a pretty cool rule, and they always thought we were the only team that ever knew that secret rule. I told them that, by the way.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, you got to any advantage you can get.
Yeah.
1st and 10. I think the ball is close to the 10-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go here in the half. J-Town, they got to find the end zone.
Yeah, nice drive. Just what they really need to do is not give Oldham County the ball back for the rest of this half.
Pitch around the left side.
Good run. That's
Mays.
a good start right there. That's a good start for him. Eat up this clock. Don't give up another score.
Picked up about 5 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 5, and that's critical to their desire to get back in this ball game. Even if they don't get points, what they don't want to do is turn over the ball quickly.
Right.
Clock continues to run. They come up to the line, but not in a hurry. I'll say that. Horse under center. 2 backs behind him. And the option, that one looked bad. I don't know what happened there, but it wasn't right.
Yep, that wasn't. I'm sure that's not the way Coach drew that play up. And Horace is coming out now saying, Coach, really, don't call that again.
Whatever that was.
Don't call that play again.
Just tear that page out of the playbook.
Let's try that pitch out there. The work that we got 5 yards from Christian Mays on our pitch out. Let's do that again.
Ball at the 14-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. Horse under center. Takes the...
off. No.
Timeout taken by the Chargers. They didn't get the penalty. They were really hoping to get that whistle. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it kind of looked. I mean, he jumped. There's no question about that. But obviously, he didn't cross the line of scrimmage.
Well, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Stand by.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
We're still clear.
We're back here. Just came back, and Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here at J-Town High School tonight. Cold, rainy night, 28-0 your score. The Colonels in the lead and in control. Big 3rd and 5 here. Horse in the shotgun. A nice run. Yes. That's going to be enough for a first.
Yep, got a first down. That's what they needed.
That's Andre Johnson. Took the ball and needed 5, got about 10. First down, Chargers. He really had one guy to beat there. If he'd have broken that tackle, he had a lot of room in front of him. They go back to that play, or it looked like it anyway. Horse trying to maneuver in that slop out there.
Yeah, it looked like he was running on roller skates.
Yeah.
He just ran into the sloppiest part of the field.
Yeah, they call this a muddy track if it were a horse race. And it is certainly a mess out there. So another timeout taken by the Chargers. We'll stay with it here because the way things are going, if I hit the wrong button, who knows what will happen. Fireworks, maybe. It's been one of those nights here in the last football game of the month of October in high school. And we're heading into postseason starting next week. Kentucky, Indiana in their postseason already.
And the week after that is basketball season. Is that right?
Our coverage begins for basketball on November 27th at Charlestown High School. Where we will kick off our basketball coverage. Some of the teams open up a little bit earlier than that. I think New Albany's first game is the 24th against Bloomington South. Talked to Coach Jim Shannon today in preparation for the basketball season, but that's a ball that bounces up and down fairly regularly.
Yes.
This one's not supposed to.
Right.
It's oblong and it's wet. And Horse is going to try to throw it.
Hey. I tell you, number seven from Oldham County, defensive back.
It's at Ratliff.
Yeah, he read the play, and he read the play to make the tackle. And when the ball popped up, if he'd have been playing the ball rather than playing the tackle, he'd have had a pick 6.
Well, you always want him to play the tackle. Right. You don't want to give up the long play, especially right before half. He did the right thing. It's just one of those things, and he's had share of pick 6s. We've seen him last year, had a couple, so he knows how to do it. It's tough to catch that ball tonight, no matter whose side of the field you're on.
Yep.
3rd and 8.
It's that little counter play that they scored and was called back.
Andre Johnson on the carry, but he's going to be short, and it'll be 4th down.
And Oldham County, I think Oldham County's called timeout. No, J-Town called timeout.
No, timeout is on Oldham County.
Now we got it right. I was going to say I would be surprised that J-Town's coach would call timeout. You really don't want to do that. Just run the clock down, go in the locker room and regroup a little bit.
Well, we'll take a quick break as well. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
And we're back here. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek on the road tonight. J-Town, Kentucky, home of the Chargers.
And referees have asked, Mike, the referees have asked to put some time on the clock, not 4 minutes.
I think it's 48
seconds.
Chargers would like 4 minutes.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure they would actually. Oldham County might like 4 more minutes left. Now we got 48 minutes. That's way too many.
I think that's a 48.0. Yeah.
That's okay.
And here we go for the big 4th down play, 4th and 5.
Cut back.
Mays stretches.
Boy, he is working hard for that.
He's going to have the first down. I think the way he reached out there, I think they're going to give it to him just on principle.
I'd give it to him on extra effort. That was a great extra effort on his part.
At least the side judge gives him a generous
first
spot,
down.
And he gets it.
He reached the ball out. He did a good job reaching the ball out.
That in this condition, that's extra dangerous.
Yes, right.
As a coach, your heart always stops when you see that ball come out like that. Just like first and 10, 30 seconds plus. Johnson right side. Johnson tackled in the backfield. Nice stop by the defense. They got a lot of penetration. And Chargers will take their third and final timeout right here with 25.7 seconds to go. And we're out of timeouts, so we've used them up already.
Yeah.
So we'll stay here, and we come back. We got a couple of interviews that will happen in the halftime show. So we'll get a little extra break. Interviews will play, and some interesting stuff going on here in J-Town. It's election season, so the politicians have got some things to say, and we'll give them that opportunity coming up at halftime. Plus stats, scores of other games, all the basics will be covered here. Senior night here in J-Town.
They've had 8 seniors. They have 8 seniors on the team. They only have 30 players suited up tonight. 8 of them seniors. And, I got to give those seniors credit. It's been a tough year for them. 3-6 season. It could have been very easy for kids to just quit on it. But I give those 8 seniors a lot of credit, a lot of leadership there.
Motion man takes the handoff, and he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Two good tackles there. 77.
61, Devin Cancel.
61, yeah, 77.
Cancel was in the backfield. He was reading their mail.
77 is Blake Fox.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. Halfway through the ball game, Oldham County has opened up a 4-touchdown lead. 28-0 your score at halftime. Stand by. We'll be back with some stats and a couple of interviews as well. That's all yet to come here on GLICOD.com. Stay with us.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers. Steve Greenwell is asking for your vote on November 6th. Steve is a longtime resident of Oldham County and a graduate of both Oldham County High School and University of Kentucky. During his 4 terms as magistrate, Steve has proven to be trustworthy, hardworking, and a conservative man of integrity. Endorsed by local FOP Lodge 62. Re-elect Steve Greenwell for Oldham County Magistrate 4th District.
Paid for by Steve Greenwell Campaign Fund.
What's in an e-cig cloud? Think it's a harmless vapor? Think again. Nicotine, ultrafine particles that can lead to asthma, formaldehyde, lead that can cause brain damage, acetone found in nail polish remover. Don't let big tobacco cloud your judgment. Get the facts. Electronic cigarettes, unhealthy and addictive. Stay above the influence. A message from the Oldham County Health Department and the Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673, 502-222-1673, LaGrange Service Center. Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has the mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 225-9900. That's 225-9900. Or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Robin Lawson, CFP, proud supporter of Oldham County sports.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
So, Chris LeBar, we are at halftime of Oldham County and J-Town, joined now by candidate Diane Seaman for Kentucky State District 59 State Representative.
Correct.
Great to see you, Diane. What brings you out tonight?
Well, to watch the game and to talk to all of you.
How has this process been like for you? Because election here coming up in a couple of weeks.
Well, the whole thing has been very educational. I'm not a politician. I'm a retired senior executive for an insurance company. This is my first time running, and so everything is new. So it's exciting, and I've really enjoyed all the different facets of the campaign.
I noticed your background and such. Why take this step now at this part of your career?
Well, I've always believed in giving back to the community, and I strongly felt that something needed to be done. I didn't like what was going on in Frankfort, and if somebody else wasn't willing to step up, I needed to step up. I've never expected others to do something that I wasn't willing to do myself, and so it's really, my heart compels me to do it.
So when you share that with voters, do you notice that maybe that has really endeared them to you, or vice versa?
Yes, I mean, they appreciate that answer, because I'm not really in it to be a politician. You know, I'm in it to do some good for the community, and in particular, children. So education is really near and dear to my heart. I've been involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters for over 25 years, and I've seen the power of public education in the lives of those children. And so somebody has to be, as we say, the defenders of potential. And so that's really why I got into this.
Public employee retirement certainly has been a sensitive topic in this area. Where do you come down on that?
I believe that we should fully fund. I'm committed to fully funding the teachers and public employee retirement. I think it can be done. The Kentucky Center for Economic Policy put out a paper a little over a year ago on ideas to increase revenue. And I think that we start there, and then add to that things like expanded gaming and legalizing medicinal marijuana. But there are tons of tax credits that we give each year, and those tax credits have not been reviewed. They're evergreen. They don't have an expiration date. They don't have a review process. So there's nobody accountable for demonstrating that that tax credit produces the value that it was projected to produce when it was implemented.
What about tax changes and how they've impacted working families, the significance of that?
So our lawmakers gave, now you got 6% sales tax if you want to take your dog or your cat to the vet. But there's no sales tax on horses.
Interesting.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. An Oldham County resident of 20 years, you've seen a lot going on in the county. How do you view Oldham County maybe 20 years or more from now? I
think Oldham County will continue to grow. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. The school systems are so wonderful. It is very attractive for people to want to move in. The challenge for Oldham County is going to be to do that growth in a planful way, a thoughtful way. And I think that to this point, we have not been as thoughtful as we could have been. So, for example, as right before this, you were mentioning I-71 and the mess that it is, and they've secured funding, but they've secured funding for the immediate problem. I don't think people are really projecting for 10, 20 years growth and then saying, okay, what does the long-term plan need to be for our roads, our community, our schools? We're constantly in knee-jerk reaction rather than strategic planning.
Diane, all the best to you. Thank you, and good luck to you November 6th.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. And thanks to all the voters.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cobb Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cobb Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cobb Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cobb Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers. Steve Greenwell is asking for your vote on November 6th. Steve is a longtime resident of Oldham County and a graduate of both Oldham County High School and University of Kentucky. During his 4 terms as magistrate, Steve has proven to be trustworthy, hardworking, and a conservative man of integrity. Endorsed by local FOP Lodge 62. Re-elect Steve Greenwell for Oldham County Magistrate 4th District.
Paid for by Steve Greenwell Campaign Fund.
Hello, this is David Vogel. I'm thankful for the privilege of being Oldham County Judge Executive. The future of Oldham County is bright. We are a safe, clean, and well-managed county. We're respected as one of the most successful counties in Kentucky. While there's no shortage of people who would like to live in Oldham County, our quality of life is not for sale. On Election Day, November 6th, I ask for your continued confidence and that you vote to re-elect David Vogel as Oldham County Judge Executive.
For an alternative to today's state of affairs, elect Diane Seaman, a retired senior executive for a Fortune 35 company and an Oldham County High graduate. She values giving back to her community. As a legislator, she will end the culture of corruption and scandal in Frankfort. Vote Diane Seaman, a serious leader. Paid for by Diane Seaman for State Representative.
It's halftime. I'm Chris Labar with David Vogel, the Oldham County Judge Executive. Great to see you, Mr. Vogel. What brings you out tonight?
Well, happy to be out tonight. Happy to be watching a ball game. I hope Oldham County is able to carry the day here, of course. Wish them the very best.
You've accomplished so much during your first 8 years. Could you just speak to some of the accolades and what you're the most proud of?
Well, I've been able to do a lot of things over the first 8 years I've been in office here, and I hope to be able to continue on and have other things come to fruition. I guess probably our most successful thing is the conservative fiscal management we have in the county. We have a $35 million budget. We operate our budget very conservatively. We spend money where we need to. We don't waste any money. We've done a good job with our county government funds. We're recognized as with a AA+ rating. It's the top rating you can get for county government. But we've served the people well. We've done a lot of things. One of the most things I'm most proud of is getting rid of the Buckner Mall, actually. If you remember that, over on near Oldham County High School, there used to be a number of businesses that or dilapidated cinder block buildings that a number of people had gone after. I was lucky enough to get them cleared out. We've got some beautiful maple trees there now that have changed the entire look of the area, and it really looks great. So, you know, I want to be humble, and I try to be humble about the things I do, but I feel that we've made some promises. We've kept those promises, put red lights where they needed to be, and have tried to do as much as we can to improve the safety on I-71. We're very close to having some incident warning signs on each one of the on-ramp areas. As you move toward the interstate, if there's a problem out there, we're going to be able to tell you if there's a problem southbound or northbound, so that you'll have an opportunity to make a decision whether or not you still want to continue on to the interstate or to go some other direction or pull off somewhere and try to find out what's going on and how long the interstate's tied up. We do have far too many traffic accidents out there. We push between 285 and 300 accidents a year. Unbelievable number for only 14 miles of interstate in Oldham County. But we do have help on the way. Senator Harris was able to get money put into the budget to widen I-71 from the Gene Snyder out to Crestwood, and that should be completed by 2022 or 2023. We have two other sections from Crestwood to Buckner and then Buckner to LaGrange that are also planned in the future. They're in the top 20 of the top 70 projects that the state has identified. I'm trying to push those projects higher on the list, but they're essentially, it's a $100 million necessity to get those two sections built. So when you get into big money like that, there's a competition across the state. Other people think they have important projects as well, and unfortunately over the years the legislature, I won't say unfortunately, I won't take that word back, spent a lot of money in eastern Kentucky. They spent $750 million on the Mountain Parkway. That money didn't come to Oldham County. People say, why hadn't 71 been widened? Well, it hadn't been widened because the legislature and a Democratic dominated legislature decided to spend the money elsewhere. So that's just a fact of life, but we're in the last 2 years have made more progress than we made in the previous 40 as far as I'm concerned.
We're with Judge Exec David Vogel. Before we wrap things up, quickly, what are a couple things you'd like to do differently? What do the next 4 years look like?
Well, a couple of fiscal projects that are coming up here. We have money to build off-ramps on the I-71 bridge, the Louis Dampier Bridge that is out there about the 20-mile marker. You can't get on I-71 now. We've got the money and the engineering has started to actually design center.
Mobile Mower Repair, home of Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest mower, is offering incredible savings this winter. Now save $20 on winter service or 50% on pickup with delivery and service. Located in Crestwood at 5917 West Highway 22, Mobile Mower Repair has proudly served Oldham County with the best repair on Dixie Choppers for years. And now they're an authorized Husqvarna dealer too. That's Dixie Chopper and Husqvarna Mobile Mower Repair. They sell the best and service the rest. Give them a call because spring will be here before you know it. 241-0421. That's 241-0421.
Hi folks, Jeff Kennedy with HKC Roofing. HKC has a full-time quality control supervisor on all our jobs. That's why we provide the best warranties in the roofing industry. We're so sure you'll love your new HKC roof. If you aren't satisfied, we'll pay a competitor to replace it. Call us now for your free digital roof analysis at 502-212-1081 or go online at roofyourhouse.com.
Welcome back here. How about that for timing?
Perfect timing.
Kickoff in the air. And a return. And that was Andre Johnson who took the kick and brings it out to about the 30-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. Chargers ball, and thank our halftime interviews, David Vogel and Diane Seaman, for stopping by. But, Coach, you've got a bunch of stats, so you'll kind of feed them to us as we go through.
I can give you, while J-Town's on offense, I'll give you some Oldham County stats very quickly. Parker Caudell, 1 of 4 for 15 yards, and Roche was the one receiver who made the catch. Lucas Jones, 11 carries, 116 yards. Juan Tapia, 5 carries, 73 yards. That's a pretty good average. And Parker Caudell, 6 for 28. 22 carries, 217 yards for Oldham County.
Horace playing the wide receiver role at this point, took the handoff, goes off the right side, and picks up about 4 yards. So
and they really, their players are play multiple positions. I think 3 or 4 different players have played the quarterback position for them right now.
That Christian Mays standing in at quarterback right now. 4 on that carry for Horse in the slot position on the near side. Sleeves faster here.
26
here.
Yep.
Either way. To await the kick. Lost the signal there for a second, folks. We're back up and streaming again, but I'm not sure what's going on. We're struggling to keep a signal up tonight.
Hopefully we didn't lose J-Town's nice score. Andre Johnson had a nice, 45-yard run for a touchdown?
Yep.
So sorry if we missed. Okay, so let's see what old
Caudill.
Kristen Mays grab a hold, grab the jersey, hold on, and then wrestle him to the ground.
Throw him down.
Yeah. Caudill, nice run. Nice run. Little quarterback draw play.
And that drew it up that nicely. It looks like our signal issues have resolved. We're back to the green. I have no idea.
Well, I'm telling you, it's Halloween.
It is the gremlins.
Gremlins crawling around up here, and they've crawled into our keyboard here, I think.
It has been, I can't even tell you. But anyway, you don't want to hear that. Let's talk about football. Yes. Nice run by Caudill, 1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. And handoff. Lucas Jones, nowhere to go that time.
Nope.
Charger defense, like you said, they've been playing good ball game tonight. It's just a couple of breakdowns here and there, and the Colonels have a running attack that if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Yep. And like I say, when J-Town is forced to blitz to try to stop them, all you need is that one crack. Just get past the first line, and you got a touchdown.
Picked up one on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9. Colonels pick up where they left off in the first half, marching the ball pretty well, picking up lots of yards. And a loose ball that time. Caudill loose. Yeah, he didn't get it back.
No.
I thought it was in his hands.
J-Town got it. Yeah, they did.
And a big break for the Chargers as they shut down the Oldham County drive and get the ball back. So far, they're the only team that scored in the second half. 1st and 10, Charger ball.
Yeah, and they got the crowd fired up now.
They're going to spot it right there about the 21-yard line. And that's where they'll take over and see what they can do here. They scored once this half. Oldham County does not want to let them back in the game here.
I think I'd let Andre Johnson carry the ball a few more times.
I would too. Mays at the quarterback spot. DeAndre Horst now a slot receiver for the game. And I believe Johnson on the carry. Johnson picks up a few, but not much there. The Colonel defense really has been stifling except on a couple of those plays.
Yeah. And both of the long runs that J-Town had came when Oldham County was blitzing. They really don't need the blitz. I mean, their front three off defensive linemen do a pretty good job of controlling things. The 2 linebackers are good players, so let them play straight up.
Picked up 2 on the carry, 2nd and 8. Ball at about the 23-yard line. May's going to keep it himself. Looks for a space. Good defensive stand that time by the Colonels. Tyler Barnes came up big to fill in a hole there.
Jalen Stratton came out of the secondary, did the same thing. Did a good job.
And that'll bring up 3rd and about 7. Maybe a yard on the play out to the 25, and we'll make it 3rd and 6. 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. 28-6 the score. 28 points in the first half for Oldham County. The 6th for the Chargers here in this third quarter. Mays running the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, straight ahead, and not much there. It's going to bring up another 4th down situation deep in their own territory. But
it's all 4th down. It's all four down offense now. No reason to punt. You have nothing to lose by going for it.
4th and a long 2, and that's what it'll be here. Ball at the close to the 29-yard line. There are hash marks on the field, believe it or not. Now, you might be able to see them.
We can't.
We can sort of. I can see a few, especially the ones here on the sideline. Big 4th down play here. Do or die situation. Mays goes under center. Defense is going to come up tight. And they get a push. Is it enough? Mays goes off the left side and finds a seam.
Okay. J-Town got a good push. 67, Logan Davis, one of the offensive linemen. If you looked, he was pushing the whole pile.
Offense picks up another must-have first down on the 4th down play. Mays found a little bit of a gap, exploited it, got enough. Great surge by the offensive line. Yeah, I hear somebody in the crowd, this is smash mouth football. They like that.
This is smash mouth football. Both teams running the ball.
Mays taking over here at the quarterback spot, second half. Johnson on the carry. And the pile is just at some point.
Well, see, there's again. I tell you, number 7, that was number 75. Larico Woods pushing the pile.
Woods did a nice job.
Yes, he did. Big guy. I don't have a size for him. I do not have a size for him, but he is a large young man. Let's just say that. He's large.
2nd and 5, about the 38.5-yard line. I'll call it 39. But it's 2nd and 5. Second, he split out by himself. I don't think. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 5. He's doing a couple things well here. They're converting on 4th downs here in the second half, and they've chewed up a lot of that OC offense.
Young man down, not a jersey on, become the most valuable player on J-Town's team.
Ball dryer.
He is the ball dryer. And I'm going to assume that is Caleb.
And that's going to bring up 4th and long as Horse went back in there into the shotgun and thought maybe they were going to show a pass, and snap was high, couldn't control it, and now they're in a punting situation. You can go for it on 4th and 6, but 4th and 15 is another matter.
You got Johnson. Give him the ball.
If you get him in this ball in space, that'd be great. Low and tumbling punt.
Oh,
nice
good bounce.
bounce.
Good bounce.
Jones should not have picked that up.
Oh, he shouldn't have. Not a smart move on his part. Great coverage.
They got down there and made him pay for it. Almost got a late hit there.
And that
as
was
he was
Andre Johnson made the tackle.
Said, hey, I'd like to introduce myself.
Yeah.
I bet I can outrun you. Let's try.
Not a smart move picking the ball up.
No. But, it's high school kids. They don't always do what they call the smart move. First down and 10. Oldham County will get the ball at the 32-yard line. Caudle under center. Single back. Tapia, and he'll go to the left side. Nice carry.
They have got away from Jones a little bit. He's not carrying the ball that much.
6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. Well, when you've got a great number 2 back like Tapia, why not? Give him a break. Yeah. Keep the other offense off balance. His jersey's still white. I can still see his number.
Yeah.
Another 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 28-6 your score. Oldham County opened up a 4-touchdown lead before J-Town got on the board here in the second half. Tapia goes straight ahead across the 40-yard line down to the 41. It'll be a 3rd and short situation.
He didn't gain much.
Third and 2. Oldham County been in control of this ball game since the very early going. They scored in the first 34, 36 seconds of the game, and they've been on top ever since. But give J-Town some props. They've really tried to fight to stay in this ball game. Straight ahead, Tapia going to have the first down. Just short of the 45-yard line. It'll be enough for a first. Move the chains here. Under a minute to go. Clock will stop with the move of the chains. And it'll start again on the signal, like we just saw. Oldham County going to be very deliberate here. This may be the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we get some updates on other things, one thing we note, Anderson County was leading North Oldham the last time we checked. Hopefully we'll get an update on that score and others.
Let's run this play, and I'll give you an update.
All right. Caudill thinking about a pass, nowhere to go, and wisely runs out of bounds. And gets pushed out of bounds with a little mustard.
A little extra push, probably didn't need to do that.
Chris Sapp, but been pretty cleanly played. There have been some penalties, but not too bad.
The team we were at last week, North Oldham.
Yep.
North Oldham currently is behind Anderson County. Anderson County 36, North Oldham 0. Anderson County is one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, and that score indicates that they should be in a running clock situation in that game now.
South Oldham 13 and Shelby County nothing at halftime.
All right.
Those are the 2 scores we have.
South Oldham leading Shelby County 13-0 at half. 2nd and about 17. Caudill, big loss on that play, but wisely didn't throw it into double coverage, or single coverage for that matter. Nice pass, but
that was a nice pass.
Deckard on the reception got quite a bit of it back, but it'll bring up a 3rd and...
About 10, 9, no, a lot more. Oh.
Yeah, he's going to be at the 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6. So that's not a bad pass.
No, it was a good pass. He was left-handed quarterback rolling to his right, threw a nice pass, got his shoulders turned upfield.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter with the Colonels leading the Chargers 28-6. Stand by. 4th quarter coming your way right after this on GLICOD.com.
Is your home cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling and start experiencing comfort the way it was meant to be. Thompson Heating and Cooling can transform the climate in your home and save you money. Call today, 502-817-3105, or visit them at thompsonheating.net. If your system is over 15 years old, they'll inspect it for free, but only for a limited time. They're locally owned and in your neighborhood. Call 817-3105 for express service. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
At Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood, we're family-friendly and compassionate towards our patients. Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy, and with over 10 years of clinical experience, I make sure that our patients are provided with the best care while making them feel right at home. We offer a bevy of options to boost your oral health and accept most insurance plans. Across from SOHS at 5998 Pleasant Colony Court, that's Infinite Smiles Dental Center, an Invisalign provider and a locally owned and operated dental practice.
Now, welcome back here. The big 3rd down play. Caudill, pitch, catch made. Does he get a block?
Oh!
We get a flag.
Do we have a flag?
We do have a flag downfield.
That's a shame.
That's going to be a bad block, but I think they'll give him a 1st down.
Yes, it will.
And I did not make out the receiver on that play. Bryce Roche made the reception. Bryce Roche is about 7 shades of brown. And that's one way you can tell him out there. He's one of the muddiest offensive players on the field. That's because he's been getting in some work on the defensive side.
Yeah, Roche's having a big night. He's not one of their leading receivers, but he is their leading receiver tonight.
And they'll put the ball down at about the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
And we'll give them a first down.
Oldham County. Penalty was holding on an offensive player downfield trying to provide a block for Roche as he was hoping to get that touchdown, but didn't quite materialize. 1st and 10. Ball at the 38. Oldham County on the move again. And another pass. And this time just a little low and wasn't able to pull it in.
Threw a nice pass. Really should have been caught. It was right in his body, and unfortunately sometimes the receiver lets the ball get into his body, and that's why they drop it. If they catch it with their hands and then bring it into the body, it'll be a good catch. If you try to trap it with your body, it's going to be a drop.
Yeah, many times that ball will hit your body like a wall and bounce back.
Right.
And people don't think that is the case. Like, you think you're going to absorb it like a pillow, and it just doesn't work.
No.
Player change on the set there. Strong left. Tapia goes left.
Again. Nice 5-yard gain.
Man, if you could get 5 yards a rush, why would you do anything else? Well, you can't do it every play.
Practice for the playoff game. You know that Doss is scouting them, so they're going to see this video of this game. So I shouldn't say video. I was going to say film.
Did you say film?
I was going to. Then I said video. That just shows you my age.
Yeah.
They're going to get a CD of this game through email.
Something like that.
And they'll Twitter back and forth about.
That's when I get out of coaching, is when they start tweeting games.
Yes. Yeah.
3rd and 5. Caudill rolls to his right. Throws.
Nice catch.
Jackson Deckard on the reception.
Nice catch.
First down. Oldham County starting to move the ball again here. First drive of the 4th quarter. They put the ball down at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10.
So it's still misty raining, so they've gone to this passing attack.
Trips to the left. Caudill hands it off to Tapia. Spins out of a tackle.
Good spin move.
And spins into the end zone.
Yeah, tough run. Nice run.
23-yard touchdown carry by Tapia. He wanted to get his name in the paper tomorrow.
Yep. Well, if I'm not mistaken, that is his 3rd touchdown tonight.
Now, Jones had 1. Tapia has 3.
Yep.
Jones has 2.
Jones got 117.
Tapia with 114 yards on the ground with the 10 carries. Jones 12 carries, 117 yards.
Yeah.
That's a balanced attack,
That
Coach.
is 200-yard rushers in the game.
Caudill has 9 rushes for 60 yards or 59 yards.
Well, they're a strong running team because they have a strong offensive line. So, and we knew that coming in, and the coach, we talked about that before the game.
Illegal procedure on the extra point. You don't see that very often. And now Rawls will be backed up a bit, and he'll have to kick it in from a little farther out. It's still makeable, but even extra points at the high school level are fraught with peril.
Yeah, especially on a field like this, too.
42-yard field goal against Collins.
We just found out Rawls kicked a 42-yard field goal against Collins, so he's got the leg and the strength.
Oh, he certainly does. That's out of the stadium.
Yeah, that was a nice kick.
That's in the baseball field.
You could give him 2 points for that kick.
That was a yes. I could see why he had a 42-yard field goal because that would have been a 42-yard field goal right there.
That was a kick with authority.
Yes.
And 35-6 is your score. Oldham County answers that one J-Town touchdown this half. Colonels go down and get their own. Pretty balanced attack here. You got to feel like going into the postseason, Oldham County has to feel good about their chances, at least against Doss, and they open that postseason tournament next week at home. That's a game that we will be at. We will cover.
We'll cover that. And and again, I have to admit my unfamiliarity with Kentucky playoffs. I wonder who is the district champion.
South Oldham.
South Oldham's the district champion, so it could be an all Oldham County district championship then.
Quite possibly.
Or regional.
Yeah.
Sectional. What do they call it?
I'm now completely buffaloed here. But
yeah.
Nice
Another
kick.
good kick.
It's going to skip into the end zone and be unreturned. They'll start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Kicking game is strong. They've got a strong running game. Their passing game is not prolific, but it's efficient.
It's efficient. Very good.
And
it's efficient.
You got to feel good about the Colonels here in the postseason.
So in 5A, Rawls is the #1 kicker with field goals.
Rawls is the #1 kicker in 5A in the state of Kentucky.
7 of 11.
7 of 11. So
on field goals.
Yeah.
Long of 42.
63% field goal kicker. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, that's a good weapon to have. You know, that means you get to the 20-yard line, the 25-yard line.
Wow.
You've got a chance to get 3 points. So it kind of changes the coach's thinking a little bit when you have a kicker like that.
How often did you have a kicker like that as you coached?
You know, we were fortunate sometimes that some of the players came off the soccer team and would kick for us. They'd come on Thursday and kick, and then we'd use them Friday.
Yeah. Mays on the carry, not much there.
We had one season, my first year, in fact, we had no kickers. We went for 2 on every conversion. We ended up at the end of the season at 50% for the conversions.
That's like having a kicker.
Which is like having a 100% kicker. So we had specific 2-point plays that we used to practice all the time. We had several good kickers, and I have to admit, I was never the kicking coach.
2nd and 10, no gain on that last carry.
Here comes his jet sweep.
That was more like a biplane sweep. That jet never took off.
I tell you, J-Town players got to be wearing out. They've been on the field the entire game. They've got to be wearing out a little bit now.
Yeah, and it's those sweeps especially work well when you've got great footing and you can make that cut when you need to. In a turf or a sloppy situation like this, the runner goes to put his foot down and it just keeps going.
Right.
And it's really hard to cut up field. You need more of a straight ahead running attack in this kind of mess. Works against the defenders, though, in the passing game because sometimes the receiver can make a cut that a defender won't be able to match. But it's sometimes hard to throw and catch. So it's got its trade-offs.
Yeah.
3rd and 13. Mays, nothing there.
Face mask. Yeah, we got a face mask against Oldham County. Didn't mean to do it. Didn't pull on the face mask. But he did have his hand up there.
Yep. It'll at least be 5-yard penalty.
Former head coach here at Georgetown, glad to see him back at J-Town.
Speaking of that, I just heard the announcer talk about one of their previous coaches. When I first got into coaching, I was at PRP High School down the road here, Dixie Highway. And the coach here was a gentleman by the name of Jim Hughes. His nickname was Scaly, Jim Scaly Hughes.
Scaly.
And he was quite a successful coach here at J-Town. This would have been back in the early 70s when J-Town probably first started as a high school.
3rd and 5, by the way. Mays goes under center. Looks like he got his uniform laundered there at halftime. Now, timeout taken. Well, now you can tell your story.
So, anyways, what I was saying, when we came in, the football field stadium is named after an individual. I didn't catch that name. But I see where Jim Scaly Hughes has the football complex named after him.
Oh.
so that was kind of interesting. I don't know what ever happened to Jim Hughes, but I do remember him because I coached at PRP, and of course back in the day, Jefferson County, the Jefferson County schools were AAA, and the Louisville public schools were AAA, and the state championship basically was the AAA championship of Jefferson County, which would have been the Jefferson County public schools against the Louisville public schools.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
That was back in the 70s. That's that. I keep talking about that. I'm getting older and older every time we do these games.
Yeah, changed a lot over the years.
It has changed a lot.
Oldham schools just had one school back in the 70s.
Yes, they did. Yep. So did Oldham. So did Bullitt County. Jefferson County had.
They're going to be close.
Westport High School was still a high school. Stewart was still a high school. Those are now middle schools.
And he needed 5 yards on that carry. He's going to be close. See where they spot it. Looks like he's down at the 29.
So 4th and 1.
It's going to be 4th and about a yard. Yeah, just short.
Watch the ball.
And this is going to be another big 4th down conversion attempt by J-Town. And we'll see what happens here. Horse goes back in as the quarterback. That's not his nickname. That's his last name.
That is his name.
Just want to make sure nobody thinks
I fumbled.
Bad exchange.
Yeah, fumbled the exchange.
Whether they got it or not, it's going to be Oldham County ball. We'll see who's on top of it, but it really doesn't matter because they didn't get a first down, and that was it.
Yeah.
And that may be about all she wrote for J-Town in this game. If they were going to get back in it, they're running out of time now.
Well, they, I have to say, they started out poorly. Oldham County 2 scores in 4 plays, and I'll give them credit. They hung in there. They played hard. They never gave up. And they're playing against a fine Oldham County football team.
Yeah, one of the best OC teams we've seen in a long time. And you got to.
So we got a new quarterback in for Oldham County.
Sam Young coming in at the quarterback spot. Want to protect your players, make sure nobody gets hurt for next week.
Sam Young is a freshman coming in.
Timeout taken by Oldham County. Want to make sure the personnel's right.
It looks like Sam has been on the field because his uniform's a little dirty.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back right after this. Stay with us.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
They play in a brutal.
Welcome back here.
A brutal division.
Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here in the 4th quarter. About 6 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in the ball game. 35-6 is your score. Oldham County on top, and they've been in control throughout. But J-Town's a fighter. Yep. They've been trying to fight back in this one.
And Oldham County has put in quite a few of their substitute players.
Sam Young hands off. We'll see who that ball carrier was.
Looks like 28.
Wilson Tennell?
Yeah, Wilson Tennell.
Yeah. First carry of the night for Tennell. He'll pick up a couple yards.
5'8" junior, 155 pounds, getting his first action tonight.
About 2nd and 8. Ball inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. It's hard to tell. There's not much left out there as far as hash marks go.
There's not much left of the field, actually.
Young under center, takes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls out to the left.
And the reason I chuckle is that's very typical of what you'd find with a young quarterback, that he's got a receiver so wide open. First of all, he's so wide open himself running the ball, and then his short receiver has nobody within 10 yards of him, but he's going to try to throw a touchdown pass to a receiver who's got 2 defenders hanging on him.
Yeah, you saw that too, huh?
Yes.
Well, the underclassman trying to make a name for himself.
That's what I'm talking about, a freshman, Mike.
Yeah. 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 27-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go in this one. Clock stops on the incompletion. Oldham County taking their time. Young back in the shotgun, puts a man in motion. That's Deckard. And they're going to throw it low, but it's caught. And that's Jared Yates on the catch.
Yeah, it's a good tackle by Andre Johnson. You know, we keep saying the same for J-Town. We keep saying the same names, either on offense or defense, making nice plays.
Andre Johnson was there. Logan Davis, one of the big guys, got out there to help too. He was hustling. Loss of a couple yards. It'll be 4th and 10. And the way they're playing, they're just going to go for it here. No reason to punt it. The spot of the field, ball's on the 30-yard line, just inside it.
In the mud puddle.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's especially muddy in the spot they're at right now. Young in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's going to put it in the air, throws it downfield, has a receiver, and pass interference is going to be the call, which was kind of unnecessary because he wasn't going to catch that ball.
No, and maybe it's one of those where you pick the flag up because it was not going to be a caught ball.
And they're going to call it against.
And it actually, to me, from up here, looked a little bit more of offensive pass interference than it was defensive pass interference.
Yeah, you could call that. But that's not the way it's going to go.
No.
And sometimes those are subjective, and a lot of times the offense will get the benefit of the doubt on it unless it's really blatant.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the home folks here are not happy about it.
And I don't think the coach is very happy, too.
Sideline infraction here. That's a warning. The next one won't be friendly.
And we know what happens on the next one, don't we, Mike?
Yeah, we don't like those. 1st and 10. Looks like the ball was on the 15-yard line or thereabouts.
Oh,
nice catch.
Nice catch. Fan.
All the way down to Sean. Carson Deckard on the catch.
Junior receiver. That was I tell you, the freshman quarterback throws a nice ball. And that was a very, very good catch under miserable conditions. Uh-oh. There's another flag.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty against the Chargers. And it's going to be a half the distance to the goal situation. And that'll be a 1st down. Another unfortunate call here late in the game when it just really is not going to add much to it. Gives the Colonel offense a real short field to work for him. 1st and goal. Young puts the pass up, and it's dropped in the end zone again.
Yeah.
Ball hit them in the hands. He's even shaking his hands.
Yep.
But you got to make that catch. I believe that was Jalen Moore, and he normally is pretty sure-handed, but not that time. And it must have hit him just wrong because he's shaking that right hand like he got a stinger.
Yep, that's a bees in your hand.
Yeah, they don't feel good. Like,
well, you're a baseball player, so you know what it's like to play ball in the early spring when the weather's cold.
Yeah, I sure
and
do.
You catch a pitch.
Catch it in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Whole hand will go like it's on fire.
Yep. That's what I say. It's like have bees in your fingertips.
It sure is. 2nd and goal. Young going to keep it. Try to run it himself. He'll head for the corner, and he'll get in with no trouble. Touchdown. Sam Young scores from about 4 yards out. 41-6 is the score. And if they get this extra point, we'll be in a running clock situation, which we wondered if we'd get there just based on their records, if that was going to happen. Mr. Rawls in for the extra point. And this is the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. And there it is. It's good. 43-6. Or 42-6, sorry.
So we'll have a running clock.
Should. About 4.5 minutes to go here. And do the referees have to signal that, or does it just automatically happen, the running clock?
I would think they would tell both coaches that we're going to run the clock now. But.
Well, what you do is we'll watch the white hat, and if he lines it as soon as he kicks, we know it's a running clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're going to watch the referee. He will signal us running clock or not.
If he waits for him to touch it, then it's not a running clock.
All right, we'll keep an eye on
We
Mr.
got
Whitehat.
The referee. That's the referee. We're going to watch him.
He's holding his arm up. I think he's getting everybody ready. Everybody set. 42-6. Rawls to kick off.
He didn't signal it.
Is he aware? Takes the ball at the 2-yard line. Uh-oh.
There he goes. Oh, no.
And he lost the ball. It's still bouncing around.
And no, it's still loose.
It's like a greased pig, I'm telling you.
It is.
Oldham County comes up with it.
4 different players had a chance to recover that ball. That's a shame. I tell you, it's a shame because I give the J-Town players the credit for playing hard. I really do. They, Mike, they could have quit on this at any time after it was 14-0.
Well,
and I give them a lot of credit. I hate to see it end kind of like on a fumble and.
Well, that's an effort fumble there.
Yeah.
I mean, he was busting his tail to get some yards, try to get his team fired up, and just didn't happen. Timeout taken by J-Town to stop the clock, and they'll get the clock stopped. And we'll take a quick break as well, I guess. We'll be back here in about 30 seconds. Stand by. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy with Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood. As a parent, I understand the importance of raising children with healthy oral hygiene. It paves the way for a lifetime of good health and provides confidence and self-esteem. At Infinite Smiles Dental Center, we're family-friendly and our treatment is offered with compassion without high pressure. If you have a recurring problem or just due for your next exam, please give us a try. Infinite Smiles Dental Center across from SOHS, 502-890-2035. Come smile with us.
For this.
Our coverage continues. 4th quarter, 42-6. We're now in a running clock situation. J-Town trailing on senior night. Put up a good fight to a really good Oldham County team, but in the end it wasn't quite enough. It doesn't appear to be, unless they can score 6 touchdowns in a hurry.
Don't think that's going to happen, but they need to play with pride and not give up because they haven't given up yet.
Sam Young, handoff, and they shut that one down pretty quick.
Good play. No, 67 hasn't quit. He's excited about playing. Logan Davis makes the play, jumps up, and gets a little bit excited about it. Oh, jeez. And the referee drops the ball.
That helps, doesn't it? No gain. Second and 10.
But you see the line judge over on the other side, he runs the ball in. This line judge
skips it in.
He skips it in.
Crowell, the running back for the Colonels. Men in motion. Young keeps it himself. He's going to run around the left side and get the block, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. Chris Sapp with the stop for J-Town, but he's out of bounds with a pretty good gain and picked up about 7 on that. Be third and 3, maybe 3rd and 4 where they put it. The only thing that really can stop the clock is a score or a timeout at this point.
Well, I don't think I would be surprised if there's a timeout.
Yeah, I'd be surprised too, but things we've seen this year alone, I don't get surprised by too much anymore.
It's been a kind of a strange year. We got one more to go though, right?
Yeah, at least one more. Crowell, the carrier, picked up the first down. Ball's on the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Colonels. Clock now under 2 minutes to go. Crowell inside the 10-yard line where he's brought down. He'll be short of the first down. Nice run. Nope. They say it's 1st and goal. Ball spotted on the 5-yard line. He got 11.
Didn't look like it, did it?
Not the way they were moving initially. Young under center. Crowell again. And he's going to get it in the end zone, but we've got a flag on the play.
We have a holding penalty.
Holding will push the ball back at least 10 yards.
We have another update, if you like it.
Okay, what do we got?
Anderson 36, North Oldham 0. 3:43 in the second half.
Okay.
So just about over. South Oldham 20, Shelby 0, late in the third quarter.
South Oldham having another good year.
So.
All right. Ball on the 13-yard line. Still 1st and goal. Crowell left side. Gets past 1, 2.
Nope, not the 3rd and 4th and 5th one.
Yeah. Inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. So I'm going to give him a 6-yard pickup.
Just take a knee, take a knee, take a knee. No reason to do anything silly.
It's these underclassmen. They want to get a point if they can.
I understand that, but
Young under center.
Nope.
Crowell at the handoff, right side. He's not going to get in on that play. And there may not be another one here. We'll see. 20 seconds to go. And Oldham County is just going to head over to the sidelines and get ready for a victory bus ride home.
A victory bus ride home and get ready for the playoffs against Doss High School.
And that's going to be a final score. Oldham County 42, J-Town 6. We'll take a break. Be back with our post-game coverage right after this on GLICOD.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Is your home cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling and start experiencing comfort the way it was meant to be. Thompson Heating and Cooling can transform the climate in your home and save you money. Call today, 502-817-3105, or visit them at thompsonheating.net. If your system is over 15 years old, they'll inspect it for free, but only for a limited time. They're locally owned and in your neighborhood. Call 817-3105 for express service. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
For an alternative to today's state of affairs, elect Diane Seaman, a retired senior executive for a Fortune 35 company and an Oldham County high graduate. She values giving back to her community. As a legislator, she will end the culture of corruption and scandal in Frankfort. Vote Diane Seaman, a serious leader. Paid for by Diane Seaman for state representative.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
GLICOD's coverage of Kentuckiana Football Friday continues with the postgame show. A recap of tonight's action, recognition of tonight's players, and scores of other games. Brought to you by LaGrange Service Center at 409 West Jefferson Street. Servicing cars weekdays 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and also offering 24/7 towing and wrecker service. Call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Well, welcome back. Our post-game coverage getting underway. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here with the final score. Oldham County 42, J-Town 6. And let's go through some stats. I know you've got some numbers you'd like to share.
Well, we do. We can finish up the game here. Passing-wise, Parker Caudell ended up 4 of 8 for 51 yards, and the freshman Young was 2 of 4 for 5 yards. J-Town's passing stats stayed the same. Rushing for Oldham County, Lucas Jones, 12 for 117. Juan Tapia, 10 for 114. Parker Caudell, 9 for 59. Crowell was 5 for 34. Young, 2 for 10. And Tanell, 1 for 2. And for J-Town, Kristen Mays, 21 carries. A lot of work on a night like this. 21 carries for 70 yards. DeAndre Horse, 8 for 47. Andre Johnson, 9 for 80 and a touchdown. And that young man's got some wheels.
He sure does.
He can move it. And Leandre King, 5 for 11 yards, and Sapp, 1 for a -2. So those are our stats for the game.
All right, scoring was provided by quite a bit of players on both sides. Well, really Oldham County side, but a number of players with multiple touchdowns tonight, and a really fine effort, especially in that first quarter where they really exploded out of the gate and set the tone. And that was all she wrote, really. But we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with our outstanding players of the game. Stand by. We'll tell you who they are right after this on GLICOD.com.
Hi folks, Jeff Kennedy with HKC Roofing. HKC has a full-time quality control supervisor on all our jobs. That's why we provide the best warranties in the roofing industry. We're so sure you'll love your new HKC roof. If you aren't satisfied, we'll pay a competitor to replace it. Call us now for your free digital roof analysis at 502-212-1081 or go online at roofyourhouse.com.
Steve Greenwell is asking for your vote on November 6th. Steve is a longtime resident of Oldham County and a graduate of both Oldham County High School and University of Kentucky. During his 4 terms as magistrate, Steve has proven to be trustworthy, hardworking, and a conservative man of integrity. Endorsed by local FOP Lodge 62. Re-elect Steve Greenwell for Oldham County Magistrate 4th District.
Paid for by Steve Greenwell Campaign Fund.
When it comes to basketball, the Kentucky Wildcats are legendary. And when it comes to steaks, so is Pat's Steakhouse. Pat's opened in 1958, the same year the Fiddlin' Five won the national title. To make a reservation, call 502-893-2062 and check out PatSteakhouseLouisville.com. And when the weather's nice, make sure to ask about sitting out on the patio at Pat's. Pat's Steakhouse. They're not the best because they're the oldest. They're the oldest because they're the best.
GLICOD.com is the premier online source for the most in-depth coverage of high school sports. From the best in play-by-play events to real-time score updates and a gallery of the area's top performers, GLICOD.com is a must-click for more on your favorite team. Browse and watch video, audio, live, and archived. That's GLICOD.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, too, at GLICOD.
Welcome back here. Post-game coverage. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek. Time to announce our Anderson Sales and Service Most Outstanding Players of the game tonight. Anderson Sales and Service, one of the sponsors that help bring these games to you. We appreciate their support. And let's start with J-Town. They are the losing side. Who stood out there?
Well, to me, what stood out most for J-Town again, Mike, was just their ability to hang in there and just play hard. But of all the players that they had that played hard, I think Andre Johnson would have been their outstanding player. 9 carries, 80 yards, a touchdown. He had another touchdown called back. Would have put him way over 100 yards rushing for the day. So
yeah.
Andre Johnson. And then I liked Juan Tapia for Oldham County. I think he did a good job of rushing. He kind of took the load off of Lucas Jones. Lucas didn't look like he even was in much in the second half.
No.
So I think Juan Tapia looked like an outstanding player.
All right, tonight's outstanding players of the game are Andre Johnson of J-Town and Juan Tapia of Oldham County, and we'll get to see the Colonels next week. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. Stand by, one more break here, and we'll come back with some final thoughts and a look ahead to next week. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. They offer complete repairs, including engine repairs, brakes, oil changes, 24-hour emergency roadside assistance, and much, much more. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their techs have years of experience and can tackle any repair that you might have. For repairs or scheduled maintenance, LaGrange Service Center offers quality service, integrity, and affordable pricing. For more information, call them at 502-222-1673. 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gwen Vonamy with Infinite Smiles Dental Center in Crestwood. As a parent, I understand the importance of raising children with healthy oral hygiene. It paves the way for a lifetime of good health and provides confidence and self-esteem. At Infinite Smiles Dental Center, we're family-friendly and our treatment is offered with compassion without high pressure. If you have a recurring problem or just due for your next exam, please give us a try. Infinite Smiles Dental Center across from SOHS, 502-890-2035. Come smile with us.
When it comes to basketball, the Kentucky Wildcats are legendary. And when it comes to steaks, so is Pat's Steakhouse. Pat's opened in 1958, the same year the Fiddlin' Five won the national title. To make a reservation, call 502-893-2062 and check out PatSteakhouseLouisville.com. And when the weather's nice, make sure to ask about sitting out on the patio at Pat's. Pat's Steakhouse. They're not the best because they're the oldest. They're the oldest because they're the best.
Hello, this is David Vogel. I'm thankful for the privilege of being Oldham County Judge Executive. The future of Oldham County is bright. We are a safe, clean, and well-managed county. We're respected as one of the most successful counties in Kentucky. While there's no shortage of people who would like to live in Oldham County, our quality of life is not for sale. On Election Day, November 6th, I ask for your continued confidence and that you vote to re-elect David Vogel as Oldham County Judge Executive.
Is your home cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling and start experiencing comfort the way it was meant to be. Thompson Heating and Cooling can transform the climate in your home and save you money. Call today, 502-817-3105, or visit them at thompsonheating.net. If your system is over 15 years old, they'll inspect it for free free, but only for a limited time. They're locally owned and in your neighborhood. Call 817-3105 for express service. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
No matter what falls your way this season, Cub Cadet has a strong line of chore equipment to keep your yard looking beautiful, including the powerful Cub Cadet log splitters or the versatile chipper shredder vacuums that pick up lawn debris, chip branches, and shred leaves. Be all season strong thanks to Cub Cadet. Welcome to Strongsville. Hurry into your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Anderson Sales and Service Inc. at 6159 West Highway 146 in Crestwood for exceptional offers.
Welcome back here as our post-game coverage continues towards its completion. This train's going to pull into the station. Speaking of trains, it's gone by twice tonight. Yeah. That's a little bit different for us. Time to check the scoreboard one last time. Our Lawson Financial scoreboard update brought to you by Lawson Financial. What do you have here?
Well, we have two scores. Anderson County 45, North Oldham 0, 5 minutes in the third quarter. That's a running clock right now, I'm sure.
Yep.
And the second score is South Oldham 20, Shelby County 0 with 11:50 left in the fourth quarter. South
Oldham sounds like they're headed toward a final regular season victory for them. And getting ready for their postseason. Speaking of that, we'll go ahead and take a look to where we'll be next week as postseason play kicks off. For those who qualified, Doss qualified, and they're going to have to make the trip to Oldham County. That's where we'll be as we watch the Doss Dragons and the Oldham County Colonels tangle in the first round of the Kentucky playoffs. That's Friday, November 2nd. November football.
That's right.
It means something.
That's right.
When you get to that point. So hopefully you'll be able to tune in and check that out. That's going to about wrap it up here. Final score in this one, Oldham County 42, J-Town 6. Any final thoughts on how Oldham County is geared up for the postseason?
Well, it'll be interesting to watch Oldham County play next week to see if they can dominate on the offensive line like they did today. Don't know much about Doss. We'll find out about them later this week, but that'll be the interesting thing to see if their dominance in the offensive line and running game will hold up against a little better opposition.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us, Jim. It's been good working with you once again. Stand by for post-season football. That comes your way next week right here on GLICOD.com. For Jim Kazmarek, I'm Mike Beck. Producer Steve Bird, cameraman Ashton Beck, Will Harper, our scoreboard and clock personnel, our trusty intern. Thanks to all of them. We'll be with you next week. Once again, final score, Oldham County 42, J-Town 6. Until next week, that's it. Have a great weekend and stay dry.
Tonight's live presentation of Kentuckiana Football Friday has been brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net. By Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Metro Windows at 502-550-1489. By Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top outdoor equipment choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. By the Oldham County Board of Health. Healthy people, strong community. OldhamCountyHealthDepartment.org. By Battery Giant, where you can shop for many types of batteries online at BatteryGiant.com. By LaGrange Chiropractic at 301 South 1st Street, Oldham County's leading back and neck treatment provider. By Lawson Financial, helping you plan for your financial security. LawsonFinancial.net. By LaGrange Service Center, family-owned quality car care since 1964. And by Kinzer & Kinzer in LaGrange. We deliver clean, comfortable air.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, GLICOD.com, Facebook and Twitter at GLICOD. We thank you for listening to this live sports presentation from GLICOD Communications.